Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and it is the end of my day. I think it's like 11 something, and I got a package today that I need to open up. I was really excited to open this package, something I've been waiting for from my buddy Brandon over at Every Day Minimalist, and it's just been a busy evening, so I haven't opened it yet, but it is time. So we're going to bust into this. I believe I know everything that is in here, but there's always a chance for a surprise. I don't know. I think there's two knives in here. It should be the Chode-On and a Katla, both of which I've been really excited to check out. I've never even handled the Katla, but I've heard so many good things from a couple of people that I really respect, and the Chode-On I've wanted ever since I found out that they were making it so that I could call it the Chode-On. I'm referring, of course, to the new Mini Troodon from Microtech, and of course, a stubby mini version of a Troodon. I'm just going with Chode-On. That's what we're calling it here. All right, there's a knife in here and a knife in here. Sweet. It's just those two. Great. I'm not crazy. All right. Let's get to it. So, I'm going to do the Chode-On first, because why not get it out of the way, you know? Let's see what we got in here. Before I show you this knife, also, it's late, I'm sorry. I'm going to say as well, linked down below, in case I didn't already say it, Brandon's channel will be there, Every Day Minimalist. Brandon is a phenomenal content creator. He started his channel after me, already has way more subscribers than I do. He's huge on TikTok. He's like one of the only big knife pages on TikTok, which is really cool for him. I don't really do TikTok thing at all, but I think that's cool that he's tackling it and making EDC a thing over there. His Instagram is huge. He's way bigger than me. He started his YouTube and his Instagram after I did, like, recently, and is just... he's blowing up, and with good reason, because he makes awesome content and really cool videos. So, these are from him. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. Again, he'll be linked down below. So check out Every Day Minimalist if you haven't already. Now this is the Chode-On. As you can see, it is a tiny little thing. I got to handle these for a second at California Custom Knife Show. They had just one on the table, and they didn't have any for sale because it was still too new and they just didn't have any there. This is hilarious. So this one is the Tanto version. I'm not sure how many blade shapes they've done yet, or if this is the only one so far. I imagine as time goes on there will probably be multiple blade shape options out of these, but it really is just a mini Troodon. So at Microtech they have a number of different OTFs. There's the Ultratech series, which scaled down. You have the UTX-85, which is 15% smaller than an Ultratech, and then there's the UTX-70, which is 30% smaller than an Ultratech. I actually have a UTX-70 now that I just got recently from the Give a Knife, Take a Knife, Pass Around. So in one of my videos of this, I'll show them side by side so you can see a UTX-70 next to this little guy. But then they also have the Troodon and the Combat Troodon. Combat Troodon is a bigger version of the Troodon, and this now fits in that same kind of range as being the Mini Troodon. So there's a Mini, a regular, and a Combat. Then there's, of course, knives like the Cypher OTF. There's the Scarab, which they just came out with the new, revised, brand new version of the Scarab. It was out of production for a long time. And in terms of OTFs, I'm probably forgetting something else. I don't know. They probably make another OTF, but Ultratechs I've had a Combat Troodon. I want to get a Cypher hopefully soon, and yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. So this is their newest OTF offering, and it is a tiny little guy. I believe this one's actually California legal because it is such a short blade. I could be off on that. I don't know. I don't pay attention to what's legal to carry in California. I probably should a little more, maybe, I don't know. But I think legally you can carry this in California. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not a legal advisor in any sense of the word. But yeah, there's the Chode-On. If you don't know what a chode is, look it up. Hopefully this video can still be monetized somehow. And this is the Katla. Now the Katla is a Vox design, and it's, for that reason, has a lot of the features that I like out of like giant mouse knives, etc. I like Jesper Voxnaes's design language and a lot of the things that he does on his knives, and I don't think I've ever... No, I have had a Vox design because I had the Suru, which is a Vox design. That's made by Fox Knives. This is made by Viper in Italy. Oh, that's a good action. Goodness. So yeah, the Katla is a model within Viper's catalog, and it's a Vox design. And this one is kind of a sleeper. I feel like only a couple of my buddies know about this, and it's kind of all because they talk to each other about it. I haven't seen this knife get much coverage, but it's really intriguing to me. In fact, I've almost bought one. A couple weeks ago I was going to, and then the version I wanted, which frankly was this version, was out of stock everywhere when I looked. They might be back in stock now. I kind of lost touch with it for a moment, but Brandon offered to send me his to check out, and I appreciate that. So yeah, this one is the green micarta. It's got a loop over style deep carry clip, although as I point out in a lot of cases, they didn't put it all the way to the butt end of the knife, so the knife doesn't actually carry deep, is what it is. But we've got this backspacer, which I think is titanium, that's anodized, although it looks kind of like it's just copper. It might be. Why is this struggling so hard to focus? Anyways, backspacer back here. We've got pivot collars that match that. It seems like it's patinaing like copper. It might actually just be copper. We've got nested liners on both sides. It is a liner lock. The action is smooth. It's got thumb studs, which I can spidey flick. That's nice. See if I can, yeah, I can thumb deploy it. And it's got the flipper, so multiple deployment methods here. This is a really sweet knife. It's a little bit off-center at the moment. I'll talk to Brandon, see if he wouldn't mind me trying to adjust that a little bit. It's not rubbing or anything, so it's not a big deal, even if I just leave it. But if this was my knife, that would be something I would do immediately, because it kind of bothers me when a knife is off-center. Come on. I don't know if the lighting in here it's struggling with or what, but see, it's just a little off-center there. Not ideal, but this is really nice. The action feels great. Is it locking up solid? It's got a little bit of play, so I imagine it just needs to be tightened a little bit. This is interesting. It makes really different sounds. It's running on bearings, and I don't know, maybe it's something about this construction just sounds a little different. Interesting, interesting, interesting. It's also got kind of like a Tanto profile, but also not like your typical Tanto, and it's like kind of compound ground, but they're both flat. It's interesting. This is a different knife. Weird. Okay, so there will be first impressions videos coming on each of these soon, both the Katla and the Chode-On, and then full reviews ultimately as well. Neither of these knives am I going to be using extensively. They're loaners, they belong to Brandon, and I don't plan to do a bunch of cutting with these, but I'll probably put each of them in pocket a handful of times to prepare for a review and just make sure I'm carrying something else that I can cut with if anything serious comes up cutting-wise. Especially this will just go in pocket as a secondary anyways, it's a tiny little thing. But yeah, I'm excited to check both of these out, and I've got a handful of Chode at the moment. Gonna have a lot of fun with that. I'm sure some people are gonna be real offended that I'm making Chode jokes. Anyways, that's what we're getting today. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it again, Brandon. Thank you so much for loaning these to me. Check out his channel as well. He's got 2 knives from me that he's borrowing right now. I sent him the ZT308 and a Finch Runtley to check out each of those. So if you want to see his take on those knives, which I've reviewed, then go over to his channel and check those out. So far, as of when I'm filming this, I know his unboxing is up. I don't think he's reviewed either of them quite yet, but I assume that's coming soon. So thanks, Brandon. Thanks, everybody, for watching. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.